Maximum alert at Soldier Field. Do you think Ryan Poles is playing chess or Russian roulette with the future of the Bears? First move, a fallen veteran might steal the spot from an icon. Can Caleb survive without his lethal weapon? Second, disaster. A draft monster with T-Rex arms threatens to devour the 10th pick. And you'll pay the price. But hold up. The third move is brutal. A legend is looking for revenge in Chicago. $45 million for a ghost from the past or a ticket to the Lombardi. This isn't a broadcast. It's a warning. If you don't subscribe now, you'll be left out of the earthquake that's about to shake the NFC North. Where do you stand? With chaos or blind faith? Comment, smash that like button, and hit that subscribe. The Bears revolution starts. And OW. Attention, Bears family. Are you ready for a bombshell that's about to rock Chicago? I've got something huge for you, and it's Jurassic. The house of the G, the farm, might be on the verge of getting a revenge-hungry superstar. Who am I talking about? None other than Alabama's own Amari Cooper. Yes or no? Tell me, should the Bears take a shot on a 30-year-old receiver coming off a lackluster season? I'm telling you, this is more complicated than a 3rd and long at Soldier Field. What happened in 2024? Cooper caught only 44 passes for 147 yards and 4 touchdowns between Cleveland and Buffalo. That's less impact than a hurricane in a glass of water. Where's the 4-time Pro Bowler, the one who used to shred secondaries like wet paper? Was it age, or was it the system? I ask you, did any team even give him a defined role? Because Cleveland shipped him to Buffalo like a returned Amazon package, and that's never a good sign. But listen to this. Vinny Iyer from Sporting News says Chicago must sign him to replace Keenan Allen. Yes, that Keenan Allen, who gave us some legendary performances. Does it make sense to swap one proven veteran for another coming off his worst season? I say we need to put this under a microscope. What does Cooper bring to the table? Route versatility. Something that, alongside DJ Moore and Romo Duns, could form an electrifying trio. But watch out. If Caleb Williams, our franchise future, is going to shine, doesn't he need a reliable target on 3rd down? Or are we throwing millions at a player who might be on the decline? Speaking of money, how much is Ryan Poles willing to pay for a receiver who's no longer a WR1? Cooper is looking for one last big deal. Is it worth investing in a what-if OR? Should we re-sign Allen, who already has chemistry with this team? This is like choosing between a dry-aged steak and one with a sketchy expiration date. But wait, you know what I say? Chicago needs to be aggressive on offense. If Cooper can regain his 2020 form, when he racked up 1,189 yards, this would be a steal. But what if he doesn't? What if the Bears make the same mistake they did with Allen Robinson, who disappeared right after getting paid? I swear this is keeping me up at night. Now, key question for you, Bears Nation. Would you take the gamble on Amari Cooper, hoping he rekindles his magic? Or do you push to keep Keenan Allen, no matter the cost? Comment below. Because this is more than just a contract. It's a bet on the future of the franchise, and remember, in Poles we trust. But we can't afford to get sold fool's gold again like the Chase Claypool disaster. No more failed experiments. So, what would? You do? Sign, re-sign, or look elsewhere. The debate is on. Will the 2025 draft be a master move or a first-round disaster for Chicago? What's going on at Hollis Hall Bears family? Our inside sources just dropped a bomb. Ryan Poles is reportedly in love with Will Campbell, the LSU tackle who dominated the Combine. But there's one red flag that's got half the NFL questioning his value as a top 10 pick. Short arms? Let's talk facts. This kid is 6 feet 6 inches, 320 pounds, ran a 40-yard dash in 4.98 seconds, and posted a 32-inch vertical. Freak numbers. But here's the concern. His arms measure just 32 3/8. Inches, shorter than 93% of tackles in NFL history. How do you explain that? The critics take doubters are yelling, he's too risky to play tackle. But you know what I say? Maybe Poles doesn't want him for tackle. Remember, Peter Skoronski? Same thing happened. Short arms, moved to guard. Now he's a key piece in Tennessee. If Campbell has the instincts and toughness to dominate inside, wouldn't it be worth the shot? Look, Chicago's offensive line is a weak spot. Teven Jenkins can't stay healthy for 3 games straight. Nate Davis looks lost. And you want to protect Caleb Williams with a patchwork line? That's insane. If Campbell can be the best guard of his generation, does it really matter what position they call out on day one? This guy dominated the DESEC against monsters like Alabama and Georgia. He's not a project. He's a trench earthquake with 4 years of elite film. And Poles would take him at number 10? That's a genius move. Because you know who else was a first-round pick? Zach Martin? Quentin Nelson? Game-changing guards? But watch out. What if this is all a smokescreen? Poles knows the value of that 10th pick. If Malik Neighbors, WR, or Dallas Turner edge fall, would he really take a guard over an explosive playmaker? Something smells fishy here. Or worse, could this be an excuse to trade down? Imagine this. Chicago hypes up their love for Campbell, another team panics, and throws in future picks to move up. Bam! Poles would be playing chess while the rest play checkers. My uncomfortable Trudy Poles truly believes Campbell is a pro bowler disguised as a risk. He has to take him. But he better sell it right. I'm drafting the Michael Jordan of offensive linemen. If he turns into another failed flex project like Jenkins, this will be a historic disaster. Now I want your take. Is Will Campbell at number 10 a power move or a rookie mistake? If you were GM, would you gamble on his short arms or shoot for a WR edge superstar instead? This is insane, people. Khalil Mack coming back to the Chicago Bears? You heard that right. The streets of Chicago are on fire with rumors that the pass rush monster could be making his way back to Soldier Field. But is this reality or just smoke? From a fan base desperate for a defensive savior? Let's break it down without fear. First, here's the big bombshell. 3 different sources are linking Mack to the Bears. Chris Emma from 670. The Score dropped this gem. Mack is interested. In Chicago. He's not looking to be the star, but a compliment. Compliment? Come on. This is a guy who put up 17 sacks and 26 pressures in 2024. Do you really think Mack would settle for being secondary? I don't. But if he's coming, and with that humility, my God, Ryan Poles would have a powerhouse on both edges with sweat. Now, the question everyone is avoiding, how much does this legend cost? Pro Football Focus projects 2 years, $45 million with $40 million guaranteed. $22.5 million per year for a 34-year-old linebacker? Hollis Hall's lost their minds. But listen up, in 2025, Mack was the 6th best edge rusher according to PFF. If you're getting that kind of production, plus his leadership to groom rising stars like DeMarcus Walker, isn't that worth the risk? Here's the reality. Dennis Allen, our new defensive coordinator, was Mack's first coach back in Oakland. Coincidence? I don't think so. Allen wants a veteran pass rusher for his aggressive system. And Mack knows the scheme. This is more than signing a player. This is bringing in a culture architect. But hey, if it doesn't happen, so what? Ryan Poles has a Plan B Chase Young, $17.5 million per year. Hassan Reddick, $12.5 million. But none of them have max fire in big gains. Or do you want to gamble on Malcolm Kuntz, who's only got 11? Career sacks? I'm telling you, nitrogen monoxide way. In a Super Bowl window with Caleb Williams on a rookie contract, you need immediate impact. And that's the dilemma. Bears Nation, do you drop $45 million on a veteran who could decline or go after younger guys with hunger but no experience? If Mack repeats his 17 sacks, he's worth his weight in gold. But if he gets hurt, goodbye cap flexibility. My verdict, do IT polls. Greatness requires boldness. Imagine Sweat and Mack collapsing Jordan Love. Williams getting short. Fields, this is cinematic, people. But make sure the deal is loaded with incentives tied to sacks and playtime. Cover yourself. And you? Are you betting $45 million on Red 52 or looking elsewhere? Bears Nation, there's one huge question still in the air. Let's be real. Does Keenan Allen deserve a mega contract? Or is it time to move on and take a leap with Amari Cooper? Even if it's a huge gamble? What's the play, folks? Pay up or restart with another veteran? And in the draft, controversy is brewing. Will Campbell at pick 10. Is that a smart move to shore up the O-line? Or a mistake that costs us a game changer like Romo Duns or Dallas Turner? If you were the GM, do you roll the dice on an offensive lineman or grab a more impactful talent? And the final dilemma, $45 million for Khalil Mack, is that a sure bet or a ticking time bomb? If Mack puts up 17 sacks again, legendary, but if he gets injured or declines, goodbye cap flexibility. So do you bet on Red 52 or explore the market for young, hungry, but unproven talent? We need your takes in the comments. What would you do in each scenario? This is your team, and every decision defines US. Join the Bears family, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the ultimate debate this week. Together, we're building the best community in the NFL. See you in the comments. Bear down.